Different look for the 76ers. No Joel Embiid out there. He's missed the last. Kawhi Leonard. Last time we saw him in San Antonio, maybe the best effort we have seen him have all year, and he picks up where he left off.
Just created a little bit of space by taking that right shoulder, dipping it into the defender, and then shooting over the top.
Picked up by a backpedaling Paul George. A great ball movement by the Sixers. They're one of the league leaders in this category. Good rotation by the Clippers. First game back, first of 9 in a row here in downtown Los Angeles. Green, another great look at a three. He liked it the second it left his hand. If you are new to the Clippers, welcome aboard, but please Google at your own risk. Here is senior
running on this out-of-bounds play. He's describing it to him.
Blocked by Thibault.
Pages, okay, that he can go through to refresh what he sees.
And senior knocks down. Ben Simmons brings to the table. This is Curry. Back to Simmons. Aggressive drive inside. Oh, blocked by George. Saved by Simmons. 4 on the clock for Curry. Good defense there by Jackson, but Curry able to. They got to one finals after Kareem retired with Magic back in '91. Simmons counted and a foul.
What do you want to shoot?
Yeah, Kennard can do a lot of things with both hands. Aggressive drive for Leonard, and he slams it in. Paul George into the paint, contested jumper, rainbows home.
There for Tobias Harris, same exact play.
George rises in the mid-range and cans the jumper. Jackson deflects, drives on Curry, and takes it to the house and makes a little noise. Kawhi Leonard with a one-handed rebound. Jackson for three, holds the finish and knocks it down. He has to get him there, and I'm just thrilled for him in Philadelphia, and just a wonderful human being as Kawhi Leonard flushes it in.
Here right now, but to go back to Doc Rivers and what he did, like small things that went unnoticed as Ben Simmons.
He juggles, recovers, plays back to Kennard, and every ounce of.
He's a bucket getter for you, but he brings in Kennard. He's a shooter, and he can get buckets for you.
Clippers trailed 19-9. They've made so far for Philadelphia, 11 for 18. Last time the Clippers saw Shake Milton in this building, he torched the Clippers. With you 30 years ago, I learned a lot about the game watching you and Marv. Whistle and a foul stops the clock. 11:07 to play. Well, those two guys are really good. George, mid-range jumper. It's true. And the Clippers 60% from the field, but we are tied here at 34. Milton, seductive ball fake, seduces his defender and man. I just cannot stress enough how terrific he has been for the Clippers. George, aggressive drive, no whist of 9 minutes here in this first half. George downhill to the rim with two hands and lays it in. Those long strides that he takes around in the paint. Oh, how about a block by Zoo? Man leaks out to the rim and lays it in, and the Clippers. Sixers out in front by 3.
Would you say that Embiid was in the conversation for MVP as Terrence Mann takes it all the way, finishes with his left hand?
I would say was and is. Milton back the other way. The Sixers love to play at pace. Danny Green loves to shoot threes, oftentimes gets that result. Tony, they were both together in Toronto. George flashes the leather, steps inside, and knocks down a 20-footer inbound. Already with 7 minutes to play in the first half. Mann, given space, hesitates, then pulls the trigger and knocks it in usually. Curry picks up the dribble. 5 to shoot. Mann goes over the top of the screen. Zoo a little late to get there. And bucket for Curry. Batum, catch and shoot 3. Disappears behind the screen set by Leonard. You're tied at 48. Gets deep into the paint. Puts it up and in. Count it. And up. Scott tries to feed back to Harris. 4 to shoot for Tobias Harris. Baseline spin. Contested jumper. It falls. And Harris down on Mann. Into the paint, wrap around pass to Simmons, power dribble and lays it in. 57-55. Leonard crossing blades with Mike Scott, steps away and knocks it in. Kawhi feeling good, lets it fly back to ISOs for John Concatville than there were for Doc, and he was very upset. Kawhi Leonard, cruel intentions for the Iron. Play it. The faster paces in the league. Clippers towards the bottom. It was a favorable pace for the Clippers in that regard in the first half. Reggie Jackson.
will sign with the Brooklyn Nets. So we'll all wait to see which one of these moves ends up impacting these.
Great ball movement for the Clippers. Leonard attacks, passing up a wide open three, gives to George for the deep three, but the result. Well, I have my limitations, as you found out early. Senior stops in the mid-range and knocks it down. And by 10, they are 28-2 and leading by double figures in the second half. Jackson down the lane, oh, and down the. As the rebound picked up by a backpedaling Jackson. Simmons on the run, down the hatch it goes. Jackson challenges Howard for a moment, kicks it back out to Morris. Oh, and he knocks down the three. Straight but strong.
Sixers very fortunate because Dwight Howard switched on to Batum and forgot. And you see Ben Simmons take it.
Poor spacing by the Clippers. They still find man in the corner for three. Yes, sir. Here tonight. Milton gets downhill, steps away, and knocks it down.
That zone again by the Sixers.
Patterson, a catch and shoot three, and he knocks it in.
Get the Clips to miss a couple of those perimeter shots so that the Sixers can get out in the open floor.
Milton down the lane and down the hatch for Lou Williams.
Lou Williams. Yep.
Man, no look into Batum, and he lays it in. Now the.
Zoo back on the floor to match up with Howard, who has 9 points and 9 rebounds.
Fourth foul on Howard. Clippers trying to catch the Sixers napping. Man hangs inside. He has hit all 8 of his shots here tonight. Gives it to man into the paint. The floater, no. Rebound, tapped up and in. Zubac taps it in.
Yeah, and then you don't have Howard there to put a body on Zoo.
Well, Howard was really good for Philadelphia. That ejection hurts, but good job scoring off the bench tonight for Philadelphia. George on the move. High screen from Zoo. Down the lane, down the hatch. Oh, I thought that was a nice screen by Simmons. They're going to call it an offensive foul. I will not complain about it. It's a tough loss. You've got both Howard and Simmons out. Zubac inside. Late. Green in the corner. A nice effort on the closeout by over the last 6 games. Again, that is with the absence of Embiid. Cross-court pass by George to man. Oh, my goodness! Terrence Mann for president. Wow! 8 of 9 from the field. Meanwhile, in the background, Green knocks down another. Ben Simmons has fouled out of the game. Dwight Howard played very well for Philadelphia. Was ejected here in the second half as Tobias Harris. Philadelphia paving the way for this guy. Kawhi Leonard later that summer rises in the mid-range and knocks it down. 113-9.
Tobias is, but the other team wanted him in that deal.
Well, they definitely wanted him. He was sensational for out in Philadelphia. Man late in the clock, accelerates, explodes to the rim and lays it in. Harris late in the clock for the Sixers, stops on a dime and knocks it in from 5. Blocked. George accelerates down the lane. Gives to Leonard, surrounded by defenders and lays.
During practice to develop their skills, give them a better understanding, and help them come along that much more quickly.
Nice shot by Maxey as he knocked former Nets head coach. He tells Ty Lue that the players, when they work with him, they're taking their vitamins, but as Paul George gracefully glides to the rim.
Together, see what kind of unit you have out there, what your substitution pattern's going to be. But if guys are hurt, we see the follow-up goes wild in that comeback victory for the Clippers, and now you trust them a little bit more.
Man misses a 15th team this year to win a game shooting below 40%. 3 ahead of the horn. It's good. Skits it off ahead of the horn. And